Hello and welcome to That's Football. It is your lunchtime weekly transfer latest news, and we're talking Paul Pogba being offered to Real Madrid. I mean, everything seems to be revolving around Manchester United at the moment, and That's Football isn't a Manchester United fan channel, but ridiculously, if you're not based in the UK, every little bit of news is always about Manchester United. It's Martial, Rashford, Pogba back in the news today. I want to start off with the match from last night, though. I mean, I think it was a fantastic result, and we, really should be given a lot of credit for a brilliant result over two legs to Roma. You thought I was going to say Liverpool, didn't you? No, I mean Roma, fantastic. Liverpool were the underdogs, well done. I think they feel that they can win the Champions League now, and I think a lot will depend on the Champions League draw, which we'll be doing on Friday on this channel at midday. But I think if Liverpool get Roma, they'll be hoping Bayern Munich can knock Real Madrid out, and I think they've got a very good chance of getting to the final, and then who knows, in a one-shot game. So interesting, very, very interesting. But let's talk about this Pogba thing. Let me just get the source of this, because last week, obviously, we had it coming out from Pep Guardiola's mouth that he was offered Pogba in January. And I mean, to be honest, even as a Manchester United fan or a neutral, I still don't get how that has been sort of left. And I don't get how Paul Pogba can put a performance in like that for Manchester United, can go up to the crowd afterwards and be going, oh yeah, no, I'm staying. But then a minute before that, he's on the halfway line having a chat with Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola had done that to me as a Manchester United player and basically undermined my status at the club and put doubts around me, I'd have said, sorry Pep, jog on, and not even spoken to him. So I don't know what's going on at Manchester United. I mean, why would I? But I don't know what's going on. But the reality is, it seems something's gone on there. And then Sports Illustrated have said that Paul Pogba was offered to Real Madrid as well as Manchester City in January by agent Mino Raiola. And I suppose we come into that category again, don't we? Of, well, does Pogba know about it? Does Pogba's agent go off and do stuff without him knowing it? It could be the case. I don't think Pogba's going to leave Manchester United. I don't think that's the point. I think the point is that why is he being offered to other clubs in January? And I personally would love to see Pogba get rid of Raiola. But if that doesn't happen, it just shows you which side of the bread Pogba's bread is buttered on, if that makes sense. But there you go. Players nowadays are mercenaries, says Pratic, and Manchester is red, says Dalridge the Beast. It is at the moment, whether it's Liverpool red or Manchester United red. Real Madrid will win the Champions League. I have been saying that for a long time, and I hope that they do now. Abdullah says that Pogba will stay. I don't think there's any doubt that Pogba's going to stay. I just think it's ridiculous that he's being offered out to other clubs. And also, we don't need him. It's fake marker. Have best from Madrid news. Stop look at UK media, says Hala Madrid. He's a Real Madrid fan who doesn't want Pogba. You're not going to get Pogba anyway. I don't think there's a debate that Pogba's going to go to Real Madrid or Manchester City. It's why his agent has gone round offering him, and maybe Real Madrid don't want him, and maybe Man City couldn't afford him. But why is his agent going round doing it? That's the weird thing. And who do I think's been better this season? De Bruyne, Salah, or De Bruyne or Salah? I think Salah's won it for me. Over those two legs, he actually turned up. In the two biggest games of the season for Man City and Liverpool, Salah turned up. De Bruyne didn't. So De Bruyne has to sit down. And let's not forget, De Bruyne plays in a far better 11 than Salah does. So Salah would be arguably ahead anyway, but certainly after the semi-final, the quarter-final, he battered De Bruyne. A lot of things talking about Anthony Martial. I've covered that to death on the United Stands. So if you're not a Manchester United fan, or you are a Manchester United fan, and you don't watch the United Stands YouTube channel, go over there. Our two latest videos are talking all about Anthony Martial. And, let's hope, as a United fan, I hope he stays. But if he doesn't, there won't be. All I would say about Martial, which is a bit exclusive to That's Football, is this. Spurs fans, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans would bend over backwards to take Anthony Martial, and when rival fans of rival clubs want one of your players, it tends to suggest that he's a very good player. So whoever's saying Martial's lazy, let him go, this, that and the other, there won't be a shortage of our rivals who would want him. Tottenham and Inter Milan are two clubs that are interested in him. Juventus as well, Atletico Madrid, they've been mentioned before. And also Manchester United and Chelsea and Everton are all monitoring Watford's 20-year-old Brazilian forward Richarlison. Very good start to the season for him. Very good start to the season. But he's gone off the boil a little bit. 20 years of age. I think he's more of an Everton signing than he is a Chelsea and a Manchester United signing. But maybe you would have some thoughts on that. And Everton and West Ham could move for former Manchester United and current Borussia Dortmund player Shinji Kagawa. He's 29 years of age now, and Everton and West Ham maybe fancy a look at him. I would take a look at what he did at Manchester United, and I feel he falls into the category of a Mkhitaryan, where very good player in Germany, but not suitable to the Premier League. And let's have a look at how many players have come from Dortmund, and that's happened to now. Sahin, when didn't he go to Liverpool? Mkhitaryan, Manchester United. Kagawa, Manchester United. There's probably others as well who've come from Dortmund and not done very well in the Premier League. And Dzeko, who was a hero for Roma last night, turned down and moved to Chelsea in the summer because money doesn't matter. And he's not the first person to say that about Roma. I think Roma have got a really good work team ethic. Nainggolan loves it there. He could have gone elsewhere for more money. De Rossi's never left. Dzeko saying it as well. What a romance story it is for Roma. Atletico Madrid are ready to offer Antoine Griezmann a deal in excess of $300,000 a week to prevent him leaving. That's in the Daily Mirror. I don't think that's going to stop him going, to be honest. And Roma president has denied keeper Alisson will leave the club this summer, with Liverpool interested in the 25-year-old Brazilian player. And Ederson had a nightmare for Manchester City last night, but let's not forget, Alisson at Roma is the Brazil #1. I still think that Liverpool, if they want to improve, do need to sort out their goalkeeper. He ain't the best, and neither is Mingele. Not at all. Emre Can is obviously out for the season. I discussed that last night. Klopp mentioned it. Real Madrid and Bayern Munich both interested for him. Free agent this summer. So interesting to see what happens with that. PSG haven't got rid of Emre as their goalkeeper. He won't be very good as their manager yet. Reports last week that Tuchel was going to go there. There's also talk of Conte. But nothing has been decided as of yet. And the Italian champions Juventus are considering a move for Moussa Dembele from Tottenham, who I would love Manchester United to go and get. What else? Fernando Torres looks like he might be off to China or the MLS in the summer. Doesn't get a lot of game time now for Atletico Madrid. And apparently, this is quite an interesting one as well. AS reporting in Spain that they want to sign Andres Pereira from Manchester United on a permanent deal. So I don't know what you all think about that. But Andres Pereira, Manchester United player on loan at Valencia at the moment. He's been in and out of the team, but at 20. The thing is though, Valencia have had a really good season. People like Guedes have been fantastic for them, and Soler. And Pereira's been in and out of the team, but he's 22, and I think Valencia probably want to keep him because they may lose one of their other players, and they see a future in Pereira. You know, I think people get lost in this space of if you're 22, you've got to be playing week in, week out. Of course, there are players like that who are doing it, but if you're playing and you're developing, by the time you're 23, 24, you might be a first-team player, and you've still got a lot of your career ahead of you. Manolas was incredible last night, says George Kyle. How many times have I spoken about Manolas on the United stand? Really, really do like him, and I think he'll get snapped up now. I mean, now that Roma are in the Champions League semi-final, he's been doing well for quite a while, but I do think he will get snapped up. But then again, it's hard to get players out of Roma. I don't think Roma are going any further than the semi-final, though. I really do think whoever gets them in the semi-final will beat them. As much as I love their midfield, I love De Rossi, Nainggolan and Strootman. It's a lovely midfield three. There is a watch-along tonight for Real Madrid, Juventus. We will be live at 7:30 for that. And can we sign Manolas, says Manlings. I don't think Mourinho was ever in for him. I think he was linked to us when we had Van Gaal. I don't think Mourinho's ever been in for him. I've mentioned him a lot, but I don't think Mourinho's ever been in for him. Will Sander replace you in the United stand when you're done? In his dreams, Suleiman. In his dreams. Don't know where that rumour's come from. That's worse. That's a worse rumour than saying Messi's going to Everton. It's a terrible rumour. Absolutely terrible rumour. And yes, Rashford. Are the Pogba rumours true, says Pankaj? I think Pogba has been offered out, hasn't he? I don't know why that happened. I think reading between the lines, something's gone on. But the reality is, he played absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, there's my 12-minute yawn on That's Football. It's almost an indication I need to end. I never yawn on the United Stand, but after 12 minutes, always around 12 minutes on That's Football, I yawn. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's really weird. It's really weird. More goals for the GOAT tonight, says George Kyle. Yeah, Ronaldo's put Messi in the shade again, hasn't he? I think Messi started off the season really well, but when it matters, Ronaldo just comes through. And Barcelona will be hanging their head in their hands after last night. Anyway, we will be back with Real Madrid Juventus watch along tonight on That's Football. And obviously, tomorrow lunchtime and Friday lunchtime. Friday lunchtime we will have the Champions League draw live, but I'll be back again tomorrow with the latest football news. So do drop a like on the video, subscribe. We're getting more and more people gradually coming onto this channel, and you're enjoying the daily news roundup. So get commenting below, get subscribing if you're new. It doesn't matter what club you support, you're all welcome. And Nick says you're yawning because Pogba's not going to Real Madrid. Yeah, hopefully something like that. I'm actually live again in 45 minutes on the United Stand if you're interested in Manchester United. It's our transfer news weekly. We call it Red Rumours. Quite a lot to discuss on there actually. And there's something I need to just add in actually that I just saw that I've kept back for that. So thanks everyone for watching. Speak to you all soon and keep getting involved. Thanks for watching.